Dr. Mungekar.
Sir, thank you very much for allowing me to participate in this important debate on the Home Ministry. Sir, maintenance of law and order and protection of lives and properties of the citizens has been the most important responsibility of modern nation state. And through the executive, it is carried out through the Home Ministry, which is variously called the Interior Ministry or Internal Security Ministry in some of the countries. Sir, already there are number of challenges before the Home Ministry. Menace of Naxal
Silence,
violence,
please.
lack of women's safety and security because of various kinds of attacks, including rapes, which are growing in number in the country which is always saying that Janani Janmabhumisha Swargadapi Gariyasi. No other country in the world is having so much difference between, as Dr. Lohia used
अभी
to
तो मैं
say,
कह रहा हूँ
Ukti and
ना
Kurti,
होना यही
the
चाहिए
preaching and
क्योंकि ये तो
the practice. Recently, it is reported that nearly 30% drop in the number of tourists in the city of Delhi alone. Sir, lakhs of children are missing every year, many of which remain unnoticed, and police sometimes don't even register the cases. Atrocities against scheduled caste and scheduled tribes are growing in multiple ways. Nearly 2,000 scheduled caste and scheduled tribe women are annually raped, and the entire society is unfortunately totally indifferent, insensitive, and callous.
मीटिंग थी इसलिए
More than 20 lakh
That
girls
was
and
made,
women
Okay, Balendra
are
Mungekar,
every year becoming the victims of
424.
human trafficking and put into the profession of prostitution, unfortunately.
ये कब शुरू हो गया?
Sir, there are shameful incidents of honor killing, mostly in the northern parts of the country,
हाँ,
due to the perverse
इधर नहीं आया.
arrogance of the caste superiority and the purity of blood. Sir, all these are grave challenges in their own way, and the Ministry of Home Affairs will have to deal with them with all sorts of firmness and determination.
14, then
But, sir, the most formidable challenge in the country today before the government
50 into
and before the entire nation is that of growing
by 6.
instances and intensity of the communal violence. I shall be speaking only on this one point because many of the members of this August House have dealt with many aspects before, so far the challenges are concerned. Sir, demolition of Babri Masjid, nearly 430 years old, is the darkest day in India's post-independence political history. It has changed the social, political, and cultural discourse of the country. What is unfortunately happening is, I being a Democrat to the core, I congratulated the Bharatiya Janata Party's coming to power by getting 283 seats. Because when the country was discussing about the continuation of the coalition era, BJP proved that wrong. And their own strength, they managed to get 283 seats. But this is one side of the story. I had written personally letters, all including the Prime Minister, including the Honorable Home Minister, and he was prompt enough to send thanks to me back very promptly. But the other side of the story is that after BJP coming to political power, there is growing tendency of divisive politics along the religious lines that has come to threaten the social, religious, and cultural harmony in the country, which because of the most formidable challenge before the nation. Sir, BJP is thinking to eliminate the Indian National Congress. After 1952, when we started the first general election, there is not a single political party which are having diverse political ideology has used language of elimination of the political party. Parliamentary democracy is the battlefield for competitive political ideologies. Political parties come and political parties go. They lose and win. But elimination of a particular political party, this language has never been spoken before 16th May 2014. Sir, elimination implies two kinds of elimination. One is physical elimination, and the second is ideological elimination. So far the physical elimination is concerned, I think BJP has not started speaking of that kind of language. That's why when they are speaking, I think, about the ideological elimination of the Indian National Congress. Now, I do not think that Bharatiya Janata Party has seriously thought about the meaning and the content and the essence of the ideological elimination of the Indian National Congress. Sir, BJP and all other political parties come to power in the parliament through parliamentary democracy. But let us not forget the fact that the parliamentary democracy, which has been embodied in the Indian Constitution, is the single biggest gift of the Congress party to this nation, up because it is the product of the Indian freedom movement in which regretfully BJP and their earlier incarnation Bharatiya Janata Sangha did not participate. That's why elimination of the Bharatiya Congress means the elimination of parliamentary democracy, throwing away the fundamental rights and the directive principles of the state policy. Elimination of the Congress party means protection of weaker sections through affirmative action. It means protection of religious and cultural rights to linguistic and religious minorities. And sir, most importantly, I would like to bring to the notice of the Bharatiya Janata Party and its all brotherly and sisterly organizations that elimination of Indian National Congress means elimination of Indian nationalism, which is based on the India's 5,000 years old composite culture. Sir, installing cultural, any kind of nationalism, which generally Bharatiya Janata Party calls cultural nationalism. Cultural nationalism is a change name for Hindu nationalism. Let me make one thing clear in this country. Sir, Hindu nationalism has nothing to do with common Hindus in this country. There is nothing like Hindu nationalism. The question is, this kind of cultural nationalism, replacing the Indian nationalism based on composite culture, there is no doubt in my mind. I beg to submit with maximum humility to my credit that replacing broad Indian nationalism by cultural nationalism based on the predominant of any particular religious community. I have got 10 minutes, no?
It's already 9 minutes over.
No, how can it be 9 minutes?
Look at that.
No, only 7 minutes. I shall be finishing.
No,
within-
look at the
But 3
display
minutes,
board.
okay, now let us not waste time in this, okay?
Yeah, but see the display
Okay,
board
2
also.
minutes more, okay.
See the display board also.
Any kind of replacing this Indian nationalism by the cultural nationalism, there is no doubt in my mind, is the Indian version of fascism. Sir, fascism in India or any country, particularly in India, will not come through the way it came in Germany and Italy. So let me give few instances. Sir, recently it is reported that there are nearly 600 incidents of communal violence, particularly in the Uttar Pradesh. And unfortunately, 600, I'm reducing 200. Maharashtra everywhere in the country, but not the, like now we are discussing because you are emerging the largest party out of 82, you have got 73. And see the casual attitude, sir. Sir, be slightly lenient to me. The Prime Minister said, and the Home Minister should note this, there have been some small incidents in certain parts of the country.
Avinash Khanna is not-
In a single instance of violence is not acceptable to BJP. Now, sir, 600 incidents of communal violence, out of which two-thirds are in the 12 constituencies where the elections are due, and Honorable Prime Minister calling them small instances, I'm surprised that, does he mean that he wants to repeat or there should be repetition in the different parts of the country? What happened in Godhra? That one is not happy with these 600 incidents of communal violence? Sir, there are 2 or 3 other incidents. Please don't look. Just 2 minutes
please.
more. 2 minutes more.
I am not able to do
Please,
that.
please, 2 minutes more,
Because
sir.
so many speakers are
No, no, I
there.
understand. I shall be finishing within 2 minutes. One question is, Honorable Minister Srimati Uma Bharati is here. I learned in the newspaper that she is devotee of Sai Baba. Now, one chief of the organization of the Hindu Parivar said that Sai Baba belonged to Muslim community, that's why he or she should not be devotee of Sai Baba. 90%, 95% of devotees of Sai Baba, they are Hindus. Nobody remembers that Sai Baba belonged to which religion. Supreme Court sitting judge argues that had I been dictator, I would have made Bhagavad Gita and Mahabharata compulsory in the schools. I read both of them. I am proud of them. Mahabharata is one of the classic epics in the world. But sir, how judge does not know the fundamental right to religion, the fundamental right to cultural and religious minorities? This judge needs impeachment, according to me, for the violation of the spirit of the Constitution.
No. Judge cannot
Sir,
be criticized.
no,
like-
that is my suggestion. I'm not asking you to impeach, okay?
No.
I am asking
I
that
think,
these such kind of
know,
judges.
I know. See,
Sir,
I think
this is my opinion.
No, see, listen. See,
Sir, I am
name of judge
entitled-
can be
my-
brought. No. See, no, listen.
Sir,
No. Even though you have not mentioned the name of the judge, it is very clear. So such a name can be brought only by a substantial motion,
That is
substantive
different
motion.
thing.
Therefore, that
I-
part is no.
Sir, if you
That
want-
portion is expunged.
Sir, you want to expunge, you are free to expunge. I repeat that the judge who does not know the basic spirit of the Constitution needs to be impeached. There is no doubt in my mind. In your own right, you can take the decision of impeachment. Sir, the question again is that incidents of this kind of
Okay.
The
Now,
insurance of-
see, instead
one-
of 10
one-
minutes,
one-
no.
Last
I
1
cannot
minute.
allow.
Sir, last-
If I allow like this,
No,
today
no.
it will not be
How
over.
many
There are
minutes?
15
Just 1
speakers.
minute.
No, please.
My last suggestion is, last
No,
sentence.
you have made, it is,
By
this
this
way
time
we
I-
cannot run.
By this time I shall complete. My only suggestion is, Bharatiya Janata Party does not have anything to do with Mahatma Gandhi, does not have anything to do with Nehru, does not have anything to do with Sardar Patel despite the big statues. But they should not forget at least the legacy of
Okay.
Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Thank you very much.
Okay, that is correct. Thank you very much.